What's up, everybody? I'm back. This is my fifth episode in the GTA Retrospective, and a lot of people out there absolutely love this one. Some people even call it their favorite one because it was the first to do this. But in case you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about Grand Theft Auto 3. This is the PlayStation 2 edition. And it works very well. It worked very well within its time when it came out, and by what I mean when it works very well, it was extremely controversial when it came out. I think I'm not positive, but um, there was actually a special edition version of this, and I'm not talking about the trilogy version, but supposedly there's a special edition version. I think you had to get it through a greatest hits though, which I don't mind getting the greatest hits. They're alright. But anyways, the special edition was to include some new weapons and stuff, but this was just a rumor somewhere. So I'm not sure if it actually exists, but anyways, Grand Theft Auto 3 was the first one in the franchise to do the third person view aspect. This one features a top-down shooter mode, but in it being in glorious 3D, everybody ignores it. But I, on occasion, just for the fun of it, press the select button, brings up the camera views. Top-down shooter mode, people. For those of you out there who just wanted to remember the first and second and all the expansion packs for being top-down shooter, this one comes in handy because it comes with that feature. But me personally, I like where they were going with this. I give it up for Sam and Dan Houser. Um, I've heard a lot of great things about them, and this really shows in their games of what they can do. It was the first in the franchise, like I said, to be third-person shooter. You get some awesome weapons with the introduction to the baseball bat, because I don't think there was the baseball bat in the original ones. At least, if there are, I couldn't find it. And also, it got a lot of recognition by some other game studios, and they tried to rip it off and stuff. Like, you'll notice there are some Grand Theft Auto wannabes out there, like True Crime. That was a great game. True Crime Streets of LA was alright. I personally like New York City because I felt like I was playing a Grand Theft Auto 3 in a futuristic way because it was literally what Grand Theft Auto pretty much is. If you don't already know, it's supposed to make you feel like you're in your own little gang movie, like Scarface and whatnot. Speaking of Scarface, they took almost the whole soundtrack of Scarface and they put it on one little radio channel called Flashback FM. And let's open this puppy up because I absolutely love the instruction booklet. There's the instruction booklet. It's set up like a tour guide thing. You'll see this a lot in the other Grand Theft Autos, really detailed artwork. I actually played a little bit of this today to get the retrospective going off right. There's the character you play as. Your character is still nameless, but some people call him Claude, other people call him Fido, and most call him the GTA 3 guy. I'm gonna call him the GTA 3 guy. Again, you still are unnamed, though. Let's get down to the controls. The controls can be a pain at times. A lot of people complained because this being the first one in the series to also be on PS2, they didn't quite get the bugs figured out, but I don't mind. Like, I think the biggest reason was the acceleration. Most of the cars were just slow, I'll put it that way, and you don't get the really, really fast cars until midway through the game, so I'm not complaining. I like that. Unlock a little extra stuff. Move around, you've got two options: up, down, left, right directional buttons, or my favorite option, analog sticks. In this one, the horn button is different. If anybody remembers the PlayStation 1 Grand Theft Auto, the horn was actually the triangle button, I think at least. Then we get the camera view option, which was another first for the series. I really, really enjoyed that. Start button, everybody knows what the start button does. It's the pause menu. R3 or right analog stick pushed in like a button. Look behind if you're on foot, and it toggles vehicle missions. That's another first for the series, people. Taxis finally get their own missions. If you get the army after you, you can steal a tank, which I suggest. If you like the thrill of being chased, go for it. There's a wanted level cheats. I won't put them down, though. I might put a gameplay video down here later on. Shoot is the circle button. All the controls are pretty much the same in the newer ones. I call it the next gen Grand Theft Autos because they are. In this one, Liberty City feels a lot more like New York City. It's split into districts: Portland, Staten Island, and Shoreside Vale. I really, really love the artwork. The artwork goes with the game. It's a beautiful thing to have, and it's just an all-out great game to play. I have not known anybody to hate on this game other than parents, because, ooh, killing, oh, Billy, you cannot play that, oh, man. Then we get to the forms of transportation. By car, most of what you'll see in Grand Theft Auto. By train, I suggest not using the train all that much. Like, if you want to get from district to district, I say, why not? By boat, you only see the boats during the story mode. I mean, like, when you're doing the story missions and everything. By plane, I'm trying to steal a plane in this game, so, the planes are scarce. Even if you go to the airports, they're scarce. And of course, on foot. This was also the first one to make you feel like you were inside an actual gangster film. And the pager is back. I didn't mention the pager for some reason. I should have. There was a pager in the original games, but in this one, the pager is actually worth something because you can actually find better jobs that way. And in case anybody remembers the phone missions, all of the missions in the original games, you had to do through phone. In this one, you don't have to. You meet the person, you get to actually know who you're working for. Salvador Leone, right there. He's pretty much in all of them. He's mentioned a lot in San Andreas, and Vice City he's not mentioned at all, I don't think. But anyways, you can also do the phone missions as a little extra work. Like I said, you can also do taxi missions. If you steal a police car, which I recommend if you like a vehicle that's extremely fast. It is fast. And it will get you to where you need to go if you're doing a mission. There's the law enforcement, aka the worst cops ever in a video game. Because they won't attack the people trying to kill you, but if you kill the person that's on your tail, they'll come after you, which I thought that was... I'm gonna put it out there, I thought that was bullshit. This is the map. When this game came out, it came with a full-fledged map like the other ones, but I got this used, so I can't complain. At least it came with the instruction booklet. Here we get introduced to the newer gangs. There's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 gangs in this game, and I think that is really, really cool. I never saw a game quite like this. So detailed. They went so far as giving the gangs a name, favorite radio station, the location of where you can find them, their favorite vehicles. The list goes on for that. And then the people you'll meet throughout your journey. I'll show you my favorite character. Like I said, Salvador Leone is probably one of my favorites. El Burro. Right there. He's the one who gave you the missions in San Andreas in the first game. And he was just a weirdo, though, in that one. And then Classifieds, Where to Find Work. I've got to point this one out because I think this is probably the most funniest thing I've ever seen. Make that bitch shut up with some bitchin' dog food. And that's actually the name of the dog food. Nasty photo, by the way. And then we get into the radio stations. I love the radio stations. The music is set in different styles. Like, if you like pop, there's head radio. If you like Jamaican reggaeton music or reggae music, K-Jaw's the one to go to. If you like opera, which, if you want to feel like you're a big, big gang member, I suggest putting it on Double Clef FM. It's got all the opera on it. Rise FM. I think that's pop. I never really listened to it. Lips Radio, or Lips 106. That one is a variety type of music. It's got both rap and it's got pop. And I was really excited, but I can understand it going for the reality check type of thing, but in the first one they had it uncensored, but in this one they don't. The Grand Theft Auto theme song by Deshudas. It's in this game, but it's edited, which I know it's not a big deal, but yeah. Just thought it was weird. Game FM is strictly hip-hop, so... Then we get into MSX, which is my least favorite one because I'm not into techno. Sorry, I'm just not. Flashback FM. Like I said, this has probably got to be my favorite radio station. You've got Push It to the Limit, Rush Rush, She's on Fire, Shake It Up, I'm Hot Tonight. All those songs were, all but Push It to the Limit was made by Debbie Harry. She is a really pretty woman, by the way. Chatterbox FM. Don't listen to it whatsoever, but it's a radio talk show type of thing. And then there's commercials within each radio station. And I love the wording at the bottom, like each of the pages has like little sayings on it. Voice talents, they actually got some really good actors and actresses to play the voices. Like, they've got Michael Madsen playing Tony Cipriani. They've got Frank Vincent playing Salvador Leone. Who are some other famous people? Guru, I think he's actually a rapper. He plays 8-Ball. Hunter Platten, you might remember him from playing Pigsy in Manhunt. He plays the character of Chico. And that's about it. There's not really any more famous people in this. But anyways, let's get down to the graphics. As you already know, I am not really a big fan of graphics because graphics are not what makes a game. Gameplay is, but the gameplay is great. I'll put that out there right now. It's extremely addictive as well, like, especially when you're playing a new game, it's extremely addictive. And this is also the first one where you don't have to pay in order to save. And the other ones you had to pay in order to save at your safe house. And in this one you get 3 safe houses, no pay, and save. So that's cool. Anyways, now to the graphics. The graphics were done through Renderware. I don't even think they're in business anymore. But the graphics were done by Renderware, and I should also point out, they have not become Rockstar North yet. DMA Design. I love the back, too. You can see some of the graphics. Those are actual screenshots from the game. The graphics, in my opinion, were really incredible, especially for that time. This game came out when I was 7, by the way. I'm 18 now, so 11 years. 12 years since I'm going to be 19. But anyways, that's a whole different story. Now we get into the characters. There are a big list of characters, some not shown in this booklet, by the way, that are just over the top. They're funny. Some of them you care about, others you just want to go die. Just say, go out and go in front of a train, man. I don't even like you. But it's a video game, so what can you do? You can't have everything. No game is perfect. It was actually given a really good score on IGN. And their quote is as follows: Grand Theft Auto 3 expands the very idea of what a game has traditionally been. Which is true, because in most games you play as a good guy, especially in the year of the 90s, you usually played as a good guy. Like in Doom, you played a space marine trying to stop hell on Earth. And this was the first game series like Grand Theft Auto within itself. You play as a bad guy, so that was cool. The music goes great. The sound quality, I love the sound quality. And the vehicles, just really, really awesome. This takes place in the year it came out. It takes place in 2001. And there are people out there saying, oh, Liberty City Stories takes place before this. No, it doesn't. It takes place... they say, oh man, it takes place after this. No, it doesn't. It takes place before it. Why do you think it's called Liberty City Stories? And you're playing as Tony Cipriani, too. Also, it takes place in the 90s. This takes place in 2001. This one takes place way, 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 way after Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. So, for those saying that takes place after Grand Theft Auto 3, needs to check their homework before saying that, because I own pretty much all of the ones for the PS2, so yeah. Anyways, that's another story. That is my retrospective over Grand Theft Auto 3 in a nutshell. Tell me what I did wrong within this. I love helping people out, and I love when people help me out. There is what the newer Grand Theft Auto cases will be like. I will be back within a couple of days with Vice City, my favorite one. So this is Psychopathic One signing off.